Hey audio listener, welcome to the AV Epochs podcast, an Avenue Studios production. Check out our Patreon and locals community for exclusive content, access to our private Discord, and so much more. And don't forget to review our podcast to help spread the word. And now, let's dive into the adventure. Hey everybody, it's Dan. Welcome to AV Epochs, and welcome to a special one-shot run by our very own 𝒂𝒂𝒔𝒐𝒎𝒆, with extra special guests joining us. It was a treat to play in this game, and I hope you enjoy it. I will be breaking it up into several episodes here, so here is part 2 of the Secrets of Ambara.
Hey Luke, you want the lucky news or the unlucky news?
Yes.
Well, lucky, I think we found a really good power source.
Good.
Unlucky, it's a giant mechanical dragon that's flying right at us.
Adam. All right. Cool. That's cool.
You've got 2 rounds to prepare because Eddy did excellent with the perception and alerted you to seeing something a little sooner.
What do you prepare?
A wall! Go ahead and roll initiative as you have other things, so I can just send, get the initiative tracker up and running. But we're not working in initiative for these essentially 2 rounds, but that just lets you know kind of how many actions you have to your utility.
Oh yeah, exploded on the D20, but that's on perception. Not on perception, on initiative.
We're using our good rolls up at the start.
I actually need to
13, 16. Okay.
That's a 7 for me.
6.
19.
26.
Nice. There we go.
Derek's kind of muttering to himself. He's like, I still don't get this arc arrow person. Who would shoot a spear as an arrow? It's so ridiculous.
You all of a sudden just get this little dart, just kind of in the back of your shoulder. It's this little.
What a ridiculous concept for a hero. I just don't get it.
Now one in the calf. You have no idea where it's coming from.
What were the initiatives now that I've got the names squared away and not your names?
26 for Derek and his summon.
And his son?
Summon.
Oh, okay.
That's really
I heard son.
Yeah, our hero is Derek's son.
Look, but
taking some liberties, are we?
Yeah.
Wall-ter.
7.
BFFs.
That is
19.
What's slower than a wall and a gnome that doesn't want to stop doing what they're doing?
Yep. I love it.
This is the mouse.
Just like a dog digging, just dumping crystals all over you.
So we're going to be preparing.
Yep.
So plan it out. I'm going to get my initiative out of the way as well.
So you're already invisible.
I'm already invisible.
I'll probably use, I think, because my thing's bolster, I'll use 1 round to use my item to bolster me, and then I'll try to get as many others as possible.
If we gather together, it'll be easy because then you can do an area.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I imagine that he'll try to come in through where the train leaves. So Wall-ter will try to build himself up as a wall in that doorway.
I'll just
So yeah, there is a giant doorway at the northern section where the train will have come in through. It is similarly boarded up as a giant or locked up as a giant sliding door, but it wouldn't be nearly as strong as what you yourself are.
Okay.
Now, is this, because you described it as like having to push out a window, so is this like a train station and it's completely closed off and top, or like in a dome? Or is it open to the air above?
It's got like It's got like, you know, metal arches and glass pieces in between. The ceiling essentially is like a glass in a metal frame.
Oh.
So if you want to rethink positioning yourself against the wall, I mean, dragons don't always use doors.
Oh, well, then I'll just position myself up against the wall and hide there.
Because we've got we've got a flying dragon
as a wall
who might break through the glass and send glass shards falling on top of us.
It won't hurt the wall.
He'll be back.
Sure. Okay. Well, I'm probably going to turn... oh, gosh, I don't know what this dragon is going to do. It might... You know, maybe we should just hide. Yeah, I'm going to turn good old Arc Eero and myself invisible using... so, I'll do that. Do you want rolls for boons?
Yep, go ahead and start rolling it up. Just role play out how you are prepping, but I don't care about the technical
You guys
order
get
to it.
together so I can hit everybody with the bolster.
I'm hanging out by Wall-ter.
Okay.
You know that that's what I would do.
Yep.
I would stick by Wall-ter. So if we're all by him, then it's okay.
I got a 24, so I got power level 6 in Invisible.
I can go next to maybe the wall, and then you guys can be in between me and the wall, and we could be hidden there, or you don't have to. That's a tight space.
I'll stay back with you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I'm gonna open my duster or cloak up and get my tool belt out. Start putting things together. Let's see if we can get this guy.
Without even seeing anything, your hat starts coming off, and you just feel this rubbing on top of your head.
No. You already did that. Come on, can't
Need
do
a little
double
bit
like
more if we're going to be going up against that. You know that.
that. Make it quick.
All right, here you go. Thank you.
Not great. That was a 9.
Lucky Luke would notice right before Invisible happened that Derek takes the Warding Watcher and places it onto them.
What does that do?
It's a 4-inch tall brass clockwork figure wearing a speckled padloper tortoise shell
The smallest. It's like this big.
Oh, okay.
That's why I had to be that one.
with a crow's eyeball in his chest and the tip of a dragon's claw for his right hand. So it's going to provide me protection. If I get hit, it immediately activates to give me power level 7 resistance boon against that attack.
Whoa.
And sustain it for 10 minutes.
Goodness gracious. That's awesome.
Body boom. Then we just gotta find yourself another crow's eyeball. We can do it again.
Well, there was that snuff box.
I think our Kiro is a crow, I think, maybe. Maybe so we can just take that.
Been out in the sun a long time. We kind of gone golden. All right, so everybody bolster power level 6
That gives us advantage
to a attribute.
Okay. Are you able to get Arc and Derek, or just one with that? How many did you target?
I was doing a cube, 10-foot cube.
So that'd be 4 of us.
4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll probably...
Those 10 feet in the air as well.
Oh, that's
Flew
true.
down.
Yeah, that's true. It's a cube. Yeah. Probably flew down to get that. Sure. Definitely.
He was going to
down.
land, and then you said crow, and he turned Yeah. Just threw the
He flies by and says, I am our Kiro.
And I throw this like clockwork scarab at him. And it just lands on him. It's gonna start helping him out because all of my stuff is steampunky.
Yeah.
So there's gonna be little bots around to help you guys, crawling all over you guys. Here you go. One for you. One for you. I'm just throwing them out of my satchel. Okay, everybody.
Yeah, and then I'm going to position far away from everybody else as I'm invisible.
Okay,
And
so
our
you
Kira's
can
gonna
tuck
fly
into one of the off branches that's away from the train and the platform. One of those big open galleries with a second floor and where refreshments would have stood.
Does my, I can roll learning for this if you want, but would I have an idea of maybe this specific creature and how it does attacks or anything like that?
What did you want to roll for it?
I could roll learning just to see if there's in my studies.
Yeah, okay.
something.
Roll learning.
I'm gonna
Ooh, 19 on the D20.
still standing next to Wall-ter, and you hear us, and this very light, and he
He drank the whole thing.
I drank a very special little concoction nicknamed Zippy by Mr. Lucky himself, which gives me persistent haste 6. So
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna be moving like crazy. It's basically green coffee, yeah, but I just have to be careful.
I rolled a 19 on the D20, so started out pretty good there. 26 total for learning.
You remember seeing long ago an image of a dragon, not clockwork, but rather garbed in clockwork.
Okay.
A very sophisticated technological wizard of a dragon.
We got a technological wizard dragon going on here. So it's a real dragon with clockwork armor. Going quiet now. All right. So I make sure that I'm not in the splash range of dragon breath with these guys that are not invisible. So I'm going to move away from them. Our Kiro's going to fly up high and stupidly use a spear with his bow for what, I mean.
I don't know why anyone would ever do that. But yeah, you can be up in
thought you said some
the
bunny
main
gave it to
promenade and gala of the train station where the wealthiest would come through, and the biggest and brightest lights and everything, before you get into the dirtier section where the actual locomotive would come through. It allows you to stand off a bit.
I was gonna say, can I roll alteration and maybe alteration to create like my wall to look like the walls of this?
Yeah. You know that there is plenty of stonework on the first like 20, 30 feet of it before it becomes the glass overceiling.
Okay.
So you could easily fade into that.
And if that's the attribute you picked for bolster,
Definitely.
advantage too.
That's 4d8. Ooh. That's so good. Oh, yeah. And we have an exploded dice as well. Just one of the d8s, but
Good,
you know.
good.
16 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8.
Whoa, 24.
Job.
Look at that.
16 plus 6 is 22.
Yep.
There was an 8,
So that's 30.
30, and then a 7.
Yep.
37.
So 37.
Nice.
And then a
Work,
6.
brother.
We can math.
You look so much like a wall.
And then a 6. And so 43.
No, I
No, we
Six,
figured
six.
it out.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
For the podcast listeners, Dan and I gave each other a congratulatory high five.
But they didn't see that Eddy slipped his hand in between both of those and stole it.
You guys, when you're both invisible, I don't know what's going on. You just keep smacking my hands. I'm trying to hold my tools here.
Touche.
Oh, yeah.
Where's Luke at?
He's gonna. Wow, you really look like a wall. I'm gonna tuck in to a corner. You're making a little alleyway between real wall
Yes.
and Wall-ter wall.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'll tuck in there with him
All right.
in as comfy a spot as possible.
Okay. And then you're straight up invisible.
I'm straight up invisible. I'm going to find a corner. I'm gonna go towards a back corner, similar, I think, to Derek. Just finding a small alcove area. I was behind Wall-ter, but I'm moving away just so that
Okay.
we can all have kind of a spread out space. So at least one of us would have access to the dragon. We're not all going to be hit.
Oh, I'd love to have access to that.
But but I am very much hiding, and with my untrackable, I know that I wouldn't be able to be seen from it. So
Okay. So, with everyone safely tucked into your hiding spots, the ceiling crashes down in a glorious, glorious display of metallic shards and amber dust and blackened soot from the train. It comes raining down and landing on top of the train, shaking it, but not that much, as this is an immensely massive train, is a red dragon just decked out from toe to the tip of the tail, up the wings, up the neck, with the same kind of copper coils and gadgetry that you've seen strewn about the city. On the top of its back, distinct from most dragons, is a sail-like fin that arcs up from the back of the neck and down to where the tail hits its rump. But it is stylized as a giant gear and has this, perhaps it's an illusion, as it doesn't quite make biological sense to, looks as though it is ticking along from the back of the head, up the neck, and then down the back into the tail. On its back, over both sides, is this enormous dynamo, a power source that is pulsing and generating energy and then sending bursts of steam and arcs of coiled blue electricity up different channels, down the arms, down the legs, up the neck. It hisses and pops sometimes, it crackles and has a low rumble at others, as whatever fuel source inside of them just pulses energy through the contraptions. There is some kind of a, distinct amongst its features, there is some kind of a funnel on its left arm, that arcs backwards up towards its shoulder, almost sort of like a pauldron. On its right arm is a metallic glove that has a little bit of a smoother looking aesthetic than most of the technological pieces that you see, but it comes into 5 conical platinum points at the tip of each of the claws. Then down the tail is this chain work, a coil of woven metallic lines that just makes this wrapping mesh down the tail until it comes to a sharp point and has a almost a fishtail effect, like a blade that comes up off the back and points out.
I want that.
The wings are also reinforced with a metallic plating and gears that gives them extra oomph to the beats of the wings. The dragon lands on the back of the locomotive's cabin, shaking it a little bit. It arcs its neck, looks around, and we'll see how well everyone has done. I have a good feeling about how you guys are doing. He does not appear to notice either, well, anyone in particular. So, but he is looking. He is distinctly looking about the place. He does note the open door. He does note the path of the train being locked and boarded. Looks up at the electrical lines, and with the metallic gauntlet claw, runs his hand along the power line that led in along the roof of the building that is now hanging slack on top of the engine. And from there, he follows down to the cables and the coils and the large metal spheres that were on either side of that back piece, and begins to pick open the back of that train car.
Beat me to it.
Can Eddy would like to use his observance to be able to spot weaknesses in either the armor or something that would make it vulnerable.
Okay. As you're completely hidden, I'll give everyone a round to do perceptive or preparatory things, as we're not quite launching into initiative actions yet.
Sure.
So go ahead and roll your perception. You get an additional advantage on this.
He's using his perk.
I have my perk observance.
Oh, your perk observance. Okay. Yep. So you're looking along it. You can see that there is underneath the dynamo certain coils of gems that are tucked along the base that flash out amber, green, blue, and it seems like that is more consistent than the pulse that comes from the dynamo itself.
Okay.
I want to briefly activate my boon, telepathy.
Sure.
I'm not going to sustain it because then I'd have to drop invisible, but I'm going to just activate it and then sustain it at the end of my turn type thing. So I want to just like hit them up and be like, do we want to talk first, or are we just going to attack, or are we going to let it run away? What's the plan here?
Well, we did come for a power source. That looks like a power source. It's got some pretty shinies on the bottom. I think we should all pay attention to that. Just saying. Lucky, what you say, you?
Will he talk?
I mean, he's a dragon covered in steam armor. I would imagine it put there himself, or someone else did, but he certainly knows how to use it.
Oh, he's got good style. Good style. I go for talking to him.
You want to talk to him?
Sure.
Right, well, Derek, Wall-ter. Looks like it's just going to be us from now on. Lucky, he's going to go talk to it.
You see one of the little walls and Wall-ter like crack open for you to like walk out.
I love it. Okay.
You're just walking out
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
It closes behind you.
for our podcast.
For our podcast listeners, everyone in the room is just staring at Dan right now.
𝒔𝒐𝒆𝒔 was famously misquoted as saying, "Always or never was it never count on the party not to attack the dragon." In my experience, it has always been never underestimate someone's ability to want to talk to the dragon.
We also Lord of the Rings. We know how it turns out.
Does anybody have the ability to charm?
Are you a barrel rider? You should be a barrel rider. I hear that works well.
I could read my fingernail anyway.
Okay. So yeah, the dragon is peeling up with its claws the lid of this vehicle. Not quite like just a tin can. It does seem like it has to take some effort to do so, but it's managing.
You beat me to it. Howdy, y'all. How's it going?
I do want to note real quick that I'm ready. I have a ready to action if the clockwork dragon wearing clockwork attacks in some way is aggressive.
Okay.
Oh, I'll have barrier as well prepared.
Okay.
In case.
Sure. Ready to attack, ready to barrier.
I'm ready.
Ready to soliloquy.
Looking at that open door. Might be just me.
Just take Nuki with you.
I'll write you a song. It'll be lovely.
Don't do that. don't.
Doesn't seem to take any overt notice of you stepping out.
Yeah, I didn't think it would. Yeah.
For the podcast listeners, Dan just smelled his armpit.
Just checking.
That was in character.
Yes, I have to be clear.
yeah.
Sorry, that was in character.
So, I was kind of thinking about doing the same thing over there. You know, what you looking for exactly there? I'm gonna flick my googly goggles.
Sure.
They have detection. I want to see what kind of energy source is coming out of those balls, if I can. Phrasing. I was waiting for someone to say it.
But yes.
You could see that the building power surge that kind of rode in with the dragon's presence, that just inductive surge that wove through, generated an electrical inductive potential field between those two balls. So it must have charged something inside of that case, which the dragon now opening out, you can see that it is highly radiative.
Ooh. As in radiation radiative, or?
Well, it's all a form of radiation,
yes.
but less the gamma, more the microwave, infrared, ultraviolet spectrums.
Go imagine a little lucky Hulk.
Yeah,
It'd be hilarious.
It's just beaming out. It doesn't seem to do much to the dragon itself, but it's like
yeah, that's right.
It does light up some fluorescent lighting, and it makes the dust in the room that settled from the cave-in glow in bright neon purples.
Wave my shiny bald head shows as I wave my head around to catch a little dust. Keep it for later. Okay. You never know. So, you're just gonna ignore me up there, but yeah, what's going on here?
Oh, you could have been so much more helpful if you had gotten this thing already.
Well, I was gonna say the same thing to you. Thank you very much.
Well, your assistance doesn't really seem to match my needs at this time. As he flops the lid of it over.
Cool. Yeah. So, what you gonna do with it?
The dragon reaches over. You can see some pulsing waves emanating between the gauntlet glove as he begins to pull slowly up from above, and you see some metallic pieces jump up really quickly to attach themselves to the glove. And something inside is straining and whining, but not quite reaching up over the lid of the car for you to see. After a moment, the dragon relaxes the arm, holds it out, sort of over your head, and all those little metallic pieces and bits demagnetize and just rain down over the top of you.
So that's
if you want to take that as aggressive.
Yeah. All right, so...
I thought it was a gift.
so
Take my head off.
How big are these metallic pieces?
Yeah, they must
like a cup holder to, tablet-sized pieces.
Okay.
Nothing to kill you.
Oh.
Wouldn't be cozy. That's what I'm saying. It's not quite an attack.
You hear Derek's voice ring out, "Enter upon thy dream world!" I'm gonna attempt to incapacitate.
The dragon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course you can attempt to incapacitate the dragon.
Why not?
Don't question.
Since I believe I have him surprised, right?
He's surprised.
So I have advantage for that. All right, yeah. That 13 on the D20. All right. Let's see. Got 4. Did I get better? Okay, that's better.
Well, let's see.
So that'd be a 23.
Versus...
This should be verse. Probably with how he uses it, I guess resolve might make more sense rather than toughness.
Okay.
But, I mean, that's up to what you think there.
Okay. Not quite incapacitated.
Can I retroactively spend a legend point?
Oh, you gotta call these shots beforehand, my good friend here, sir.
Oh dear.
But as I've heard someone say, failure with progression or success with a twist. Mm-hmm. We're going to failure with progression.
Okay.
So as what is the
incapacitated is sleep, basically.
I know. What is the means by what you're doing it? The flavor for this is
I'm affecting their awareness of the world because I'm an awareomancy, right?
Okay, right.
So I'm affecting their awareness of the world to basically dim it away and send them into a dream. So they're basically like there but not there is what the attempt is. So they don't like fall down asleep. It's like a sleepwalk is kind of how he does it.
Okay. Yeah, then that would be against resolve. You do see the dragon kind of droop a little bit in its face as this comes through, and then looks over you a little bit more knowingly. And
It's still invisible.
Okay. Can you sense a
He probably senses the projection coming from that direction. Yeah.
Okay, so looks over you in a little bit more of a knowing look, and says, "Oh, no, this dream is all too familiar to me. Not going to be fooled like that." And he's going to go back to trying to extract the device from within the car. Wall-ter or Lucky Luke?
Nothing? Are you going to hold?
Oh, Wall-ter is definitely going to hold his wall.
Okay.
Did anything happen from the bits falling on top of him? Did he take damage? Does he need to like roll agility to get out of the way? What's happening with the falling bits?
D4s don't matter, so you know. You can go ahead and roll agility to either dodge out of the way or catch what you think is a good bit. One or two of those pieces is a precious metal.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna catch if I can.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, natural 20.
What?
And a 6.
Catch all of them. I forgot I had a bolster for that roll
Okay.
for incapacitated.
Okay. I'm good with this then. So, Dan, you pick up some of those pieces actually have some energy crystals at the tips of them. They look like they might be some kind of a precision instrument that would hold something in place to modulate the power or to line things up very, very particularly. But Derek, roll perception for me.
Okay. 11 on the D20. Derek, okay. 14.
Okay. So the dragon does seem to be fully yes.
I was rolling a D8 instead of a D10.
Oh, don't do that.
On all mine, I've been doing that. So that'd be an 18.
Okay. The dragon does indeed seem to be sleepwalking.
Okay. It's power level 5, which means he can, I think it's power level 5, so he can be awoken with a loud noise or being attacked, obviously, or anything like that.
Sure. Okay. So the dragon is just kind of reaching over and trying to draw, but it just doesn't seem to be as capable or of extracting the device.
What's the distance between me and the dragon?
50 feet.
Okay. So I want good old Ark up there and me to attack. So Derek will have to do a charging attack. Mm-hmm. So it'll be a disadvantage to cover that distance and still attack. But our hero can shoot from there. So that's what I want to do while it's incapacitated.
So if he's incapacitated, then you're already first in initiative.
Yeah.
So I guess we're just starting up with that, and we just find out if he wakes up. He will wake up automatically from the attack.
Yeah, as soon as he gets hit.
All right.
If there's a miss, it won't wake him up. But so the first attack will be from our hero.
Sure.
Okay, and so he is rolling 2d8. Okay, so that is correct. All right, cool. All right, 14 plus 6, 3. So 6 and 5, 11. So that's a 25 verse guard.
Okay. It does minimum damage.
Okay. Well, now it's because of incapacitated. They only have 10 plus their armor, Their
Okay.
agility and their might don't count
good.
towards.
So we'll add another.
Because it's technically a finishing blow, but bosses can't die from a
Right.
finishing blow until they're at 0 HP.
So you said it was like 26?
25.
Yeah, 25.
25.
25?
Yes.
Okay, so 10 points of damage.
Oh, nice.
What are you
Stunned.
adding? Stunned? Okay. And that's with one of these spear arrows from
Yes.
from above. Okay.
Sparrows from above.
The sparrows. Oh my gosh.
That's good.
Okay.
Crows shoot
Will he be
sparrows.
awoken at the end of your
I know
turn,
that.
or is it at the end of this attack?
It'd be immediate, yeah.
Okay.
So the next attack doesn't have that.
All right. So yeah.
So Derek's attack won't have
the
that.
eyes of the dragon flare up and the shoulders hunch forward.
Except he's invisible, so his guard is -4. Is lessened by 4, so that'd be 14 damage.
Sure.
Okay.
Does it matter if you're invisible if you're incapacitated?
Probably not.
Okay. 10 damage.
Okay. All right. But Derek's still invisible.
Okay.
All right. So charging forward, so I got disadvantage 1. Okay, so 9. Not great. Yuck. 15 total. His guard would be reduced by 4 from
Okay.
invisibility.
So no.
Oh wait, but I'd have advantage from being invisible, right?
Yes. Is it at least one? I'm pretty sure it's multiple advantages.
Okay.
Okay.
No, it'd be 1 from him. Like to hide, you get like 5 advantage, but just the attack is.
oh, okay.
That's why their guard is reduced by 4 versus that attack.
Gotcha.
But yeah, just 15.
All right. So where do you end up in relation to the dragon at the end of this attack?
So the dragon is on top of the train still, right?
Yes, it's like on top of the cabin at the back of the train, and it's leaning over the like what would be the coal car behind it.
All right, so Derek runs up. So he's using a charge action. That's why there's 1 disadvantage in there. Basically, do double movement. So to get 60 feet to get up there and kind of jump up. And it's trying to swing probably at the belly. Because didn't you say something about the colors? Was that at the belly? Where
It's underneath the dynamo, but it's on the back. He's got 2 big tanks on the back on each side of that sail. So you'd have to get up onto his back.
Would I be able to do that with the charge action?
If you're actively trying to climb up him, you could try that.
Well, I'm just saying, like, if it wasn't feasible, then I'd probably just try and go for the belly.
I mean, you're already trying to charge 30 feet up the side of the train. So I don't think it's...
Okay.
I mean, not that much more, I suppose. But he is awake now. Are you climbing up the side of an awake dragon? It's all up to you.
Probably not. No.
Okay.
You thought about it, though.
So yeah, the belly...
I thought about it.
The belly has, has belts and metallic, basically like metallic chain-linked garbs to hold on these devices and such.
Yeah, maybe
Some
I'm trying
armor
to
plates.
attack him and maybe cut some of those, see if I can get some of them to fall off at the same time.
Are you attacking the item or are you attacking him?
Would I? I mean, I got pretty high learning. He's using all these devices. I think I would probably try and attack the item
Okay.
because I mean, with the learning of 5 and I think I'd probably try and get the items off of him
Okay.
because those are powered.
They are powered.
More power. Wouldn't know what to
So will
look
this
at
be a
me.
disarming attack?
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, you want me to roll another one for that?
Oh, no. Just what would the result be then?
Oh, it was a
looking
15
I'm looking up disarm
originally.
right now.
But I think if I do disarmed, it's listed so I get another advantage.
Oh, from the weapon.
Yeah. Come on, roll higher than a 3. Roll higher than a 3. Wow, that jumped. It did roll higher than 3. It's a 16 now.
Okay. And that's versus guard?
It's, I think, disarmed. Yeah, I think that'd be guard, because he could move out of the way to avoid it.
which he will. He'll shift his weight around left and right, and the pieces and the chains that are wrapping in the plates are going to slide back and forth. So it's hard to actually get a strike in at the actual weak points in those joints. You are, however, now successfully under the belly of a dragon, which is where everyone is just dying to get to.
Technically still invisible, just he's probably very aware of the area that I am occupying.
Just gonna sit down right now.
So
Just like Akio.
Ouch.
So with that, you're going to hear what must be a terrifying, deafening, deep inhale. And as the chest expands down on top of you, the head snakes its way just underneath its arm and blasts the top of the train with scalding flames.
Cool.
No, he said scalding flames.
Cool.
Yeah, but
Cool.
if it's hot enough, it feels cold.
Oh, is that what it is?
Let's see, resistance 7, that gives 9?
I believe yes. Sorry, I
9
didn't
versus
write it.
defense. Should be, because it's, yeah. It'd be 3, 5, 7. So yeah, it'd be 3, then 6, then 9.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Because this is an area attack?
Yeah, because he doesn't know exactly where you are,
Okay.
Yep.
but it's a small localized area.
Okay.
His belly.
42 points of fire damage.
My word.
42 attack?
42 attack.
Okay.
I'll roll my barrier
Okay.
now to assist
I
with
think
that.
that's understandable.
Yeah.
Should
So the wall leaps
if you have
out
to.
from the wall.
What? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stay still and do this.
Okay.
That's why I prepared ahead of time, so he didn't have to make any sudden moves.
Right.
Can I go for? Yeah. Okay. Natural 20.
Yeah, boy.
And then the D8 is a 7, so
Good.
let's roll this bad boy again and see what we got. $39.
That's nice.
That's the cobalt dice for you.
Yeah, it
So
is.
good.
So that leaves 7 points of damage.
I thought it was a 42? Or a...
42. So yeah, 3. I can't even inflict a little bane there.
Okay.
Not even a little bit. So, Sam, just describe Wall-ter's barrier, what that looks like, as it is very much saving Derek.
It is. It's obviously magical.
Okay.
But imagining it's like you just drop bricks in front of someone, but they like clink all up together, like click, 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 like Tetris.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
But with that roll, it's the perfect Tetris where it all lines up and
And then disappears.
disappears. It has very neatly spaced out gaps, just one here and there, so that it stays.
there you go.
Vents the energy off to the side.
That's all he can do because he's stunned.
Stunned.
He still gets his other boss actions, usually.
Yep. Edis.
I want to create a phantasm of I want to sneak up to the other side while he's being distracted underneath. I want to sneak up to where the device is, and I want to create a phantasm as if it was already, like, it's gone.
Okay.
So I want to make as if it had disappeared, as if it's been taken.
Sure. So you'll project out the illusion, just kind of filling in the gaps of what the underside of the dynamo and its scales would look like. Okay.
Yep. And so as if the the device he's trying to extract is gone.
Oh, the
No,
device
that.
in the car.
Yeah, I
not
want
the device on his back.
I want the
Okay.
device in the car as if it's gone,
Nice.
and then maybe in a different location,
Okay.
if that's possible to do two. Maybe not
Look,
two,
it's-
or just one.
It's like you're making two. It's two separate illusions. You're occluding one. You're projecting the other.
I'll just
unless
do one.
you could
I'll see what he
actually
does.
move it. Unless you're moving within that space. So I mean, if you want to move it like cube point to cube point, you know, the area you're affecting is one corner of your cube. So then it
Yep.
would be 15 feet down, 15 feet over, like it had fallen out the back, and it's sitting on the back car, or the car behind it, or caught on one of the balconies from the coach behind it.
I just want it to be gone.
Okay, gone.
I think just gone.
All right, make your roll, and that's against resolve.
Yes.
Go for it.
Okay. Is there any additional advantage for this?
Not particularly, because you're also rolling against you're also trying to obscure a high amount of energy.
That's true.
If it's bolster, if you pick that attribute.
I did not.
Okay.
I picked a different one. 32.
Yep. You can't even see it. Yeah, so with that, the light goes out.
I mean, that's true. Like, all of us have less than a 32, so for all of us, it looks like it's gone.
But as the light goes out, you know the breath is going in. It's lighting it out. As soon as the flames dissipate and wash across against the bricks, it's just dark, and the dragon like arcs its head just that little bit to look out the back of its eye, and it can see there is nothing there.
You burned it away.
And then I want to sneak because I have just a little bit more movement to it because I have haste on, being able to get in a position maybe behind the dragon.
So it's again 30 feet up on top of this train.
Yep.
You got 30 feet of movement to get up and behind it, or are you just like behind it, but on the ground behind the train?
On the ground behind the train.
Okay, yeah, that is easy to do.
Yeah.
Can boss shake with their boss edge, so that they are not stunned?
They are stunned, but usually, I mean, it's up to you how to roll it, but I think usually the boss would probably still be able to do stuff.
Yeah, functionally, since it doesn't affect the edge yet, that's something it can just do on its turn.
And it can use its boss edge to resist.
No, I don't think it's needs to dismiss that right now. So let's see. Object's gone. You haven't quite been roasted. So,
I mean, maybe. It can't quite tell.
well, I mean, it can tell that there was a barrier.
Sammy nods.
Still can't
Oh, the
quite
barrier
see
that
you.
Disappeared! So.
Boss is going to lurch over to the top of the car to like look down inside of it and do a sweep to scan the area for it. One. 10. 1. 10.
You get to roll 10 again. Come on.
1. 10. 10.
What?
Okay. But it's still 1.
It's the Pathfinder in him.
It is. I can't ignore the opportunity to have something disadvantageous happen here.
I love it.
All right, so the the dragon's going to wind up collapsing the edge of the car as it's jumped on and as it had torn off one of the main structural plates to it. So the dragon just slides down this plate and just makes this sweeping look underneath to try and read where it is. It does not perceive it because even with all of that, it still doesn't actually beat the illusion. So you can maintain that. The item though has fallen to the ground and slipped out of its component because it has pulled out the components that held it into place and then torn out the sides. So the object you can tell, I suppose, with your illusion.
Yep.
It is on the ground next to the cart.
Okay.
It is a giant golden orb.
How
that
big
looks,
in size comparison to myself?
It's about 4 feet across.
Okay.
And it's glowing and shimmering like the sun. It
Okay.
has a couple of halos around it that arc slightly independent of each other. Sometimes they look like they're about to merge up, but then they just don't.
Okay.
And they just arc and flow around the surface.
Okay.
Wall?
I mean, I suppose I cannot see this fallen object. So I won't be doing anything.
You can see the
about
fallen
that.
dragon. Fallen dragon is a fallen object.
You defend actually though, so you only got minor and move.
I will. I'll just hold. I suppose I'll hold.
Okay.
Hold.
The wall holds.
That's what they do. That is what they do best.
I want to be consistent for you guys, okay? I'm here for you when you need me.
Yes. Yes, you are.
You very much were.
Yeah, that was good.
That was a solid
You were still
hold,
invisible?
by the way. I like that.
Derek?
That was good.
I'm sorry.
Is that my understanding? Derek is still invisible?
Yes.
So,
Did he receive any damage at all?
He received minimum damage.
Would that take away the invisibility?
The like if you do 10 damage, you can do my brain's blanking on the terminology, but you can make it so that you remove a boon that the target's sustaining.
Got it. Okay.
So one of the
Definitely
exceptional
did not
successes
do
you
enough
can
for
choose
that.
is to do that.
is to
instead
remove the. Okay. Got it.
But Wall-ter took that. Just a little from those two holes, so it wouldn't disappear. Poop.
so with that, the dragon's going to take to the air with a couple of beats and some whining from the dynamos, so that it's still about 30 feet up in the air now.
So that mean I get an attack of opportunity against it?
It was
left
on
my threat range.
It left your threat range when it fell.
Oh, I didn't realize it fell that much.
It fell from
So
the top of the train to the
So I
ground
get-
level.
So I still get attack of opportunity then, though, right?
As it's falling, sure.
Okay. Let's go for it. That's not looking good. That's looking really bad. Ooh, that explodes. Okay, so I'm at 19.
No.
Plus 7, so that's 26, and its guard would be -4.
Okay. All right, yeah, that's 7 points.
Ooh, so on 5+, I inflict persistent damage,
Okay.
and it's got disadvantage because it's potent.
Nice, nice.
Oh, and you hear you hear Derek say, "Taste Sunstrike, bringer of mercy."
What kind of damage is it?
What?
What kind of?
What kind of damage is it?
It would be entropic.
Okay. Okay, persistent damage is on
Somebody-
its turn.
okay,
On the start of its turn, but it would be the start of its prime turn, not its
Not the
boss
edges?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, then. He's got a better idea of where you are.
No, he doesn't. I mean, he fell off. Yeah,
Yeah. So what he was then, but yeah, then after the fall,
I reject your reality and replace it with my own.
Okay. The dragon rejects your rejection and replaces it with pain. So the dragon is going to kind of steady itself back up. It's going to pull open its gauntlet. It's going to whiz and chime and then reach up to the top of the train car, and as you see the claws come in contact with the metal, there is a triumphant spark that radiates across the top of this train car.
Cool.
I know I said it's a lot, but I want that. This guy, he's got such good stuff. Jump, Derek.
That's a lot of dice.
It's a lot of dice. 36.
36. Okay. And this is this toughness, or is this
It's
because it's an area effect lightning thing? So would this be?
It's area effect. It's a 10 foot across the top of that.
So do you think this is more attacking toughness or guard?
Toughness. It's just you're being electrocuted from the surface of this machine.
Sure.
And you're reset now too.
You said the total was what?
32.
Oh, so I can
36.
36.
You could defend again if you want, because now it's been your turn. So now you'd be sacrificing.
Well, and his
your
thing
next turn.
was a held action too, so it's a little different.
True.
But
That's
anyways,
true. But either way, you can still defend.
oh, that's yeah.
Yeah, I can bail you again then, right? Yeah, okay.
That's your thing.
That's my thing. I'm so good. Yeah, I don't know if bail is my thing anymore, guys.
What'd you roll though?
My 4 exploded, and I got a nat 1 in my 20.
Okay.
So,
Okay, let's go. Come on.
so maybe it does matter, but I highly doubt it. Another 1, so that's 6.
6.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, no, that's not better than my toughness.
It's close.
Okay,
It's very
so
close.
So
and so this is like lightning, so I guess the resistance would activate. So I get +9. Which I'd probably do it on this. Okay, so 32,
36.
36. Man, I hate math. All right.
Kids, he loves math.
Math is good.
Math lets you play cool games.
Math lets you play cool games. Like Open
Okay,
Legend.
so cool.
That's what the electrocution sounded like.
So, you guys like watch as the lightning like goes across, and you see like Derek like appear and then seem to like disintegrate, but the sword,
Like everyone else.
but the sword remains hovering there for like a few seconds, and then it kind of like shifts a little bit and falls to the top.
It is arc welded. No, the electrical burst will have dissipated before it hits.
Okay.
Okay.
But Wall-ter has
don't know
betrayed his
what's
position in attempting to, which is what that nat 1 is going to do.
Do I get movement then?
If you defend, yeah, you get
yeah.
half your movement speed.
Okay.
Luke.
So then I'll.
Oh, you have delayed your action. You could take it now if you want.
Yeah, I will move then.
Okay. Yeah.
As the
giant tower.
But I imagine I was like laying on my side. That's how I was like a wall. So I'll like stand up, and then I'll move
Okay.
somewhere.
Well, there's the train is in between you and the dragon. The dragon's head is just peeking over the car. But the dragon is on the opposite side from the wall.
Okay.
Is the dragon
Have we
on
seen you
my side of
disintegrate
the train?
before?
The dragon is
Probably
on the
not.
opposite side
Okay.
from you.
Okay.
Oh no,
Just
you
to
were
know how
on
to
the side that
properly
Derek had started on, right? Because you had crrossed over.
Yeah.
So the dragon is on your side.
Beautiful. Okay.
Wall-ter is the one on, Wall-ter and Luke are on the opposite side. There's a train in between you.
I do have a quick gaming question.
Sure.
Okay. Because I don't know if this is how it works. With Sentinel, right? If I fail a barrier, can I re-roll until I succeed with a barrier? I don't know.
Yeah, it's just a pool of defense.
So I can roll and then just retry the barrier again. Okay, sweet.
Yep. So you have that pool,
next time
that many defense.
I will do that. I think.
To use before your next turn.
Yes.
This is the end of part 2 of The Secrets of Ambara. Thank you for listening. This has been another fantastical episode of the AV Epochs podcast, an Avenue Studios production. Do give us a review on your podcast app of choice to help spread the word. You can further support us and become a part of the ever-growing forest known as Avenue Studios by joining our Patreon or Locals community. Doing so will not only help us to continue creating high-quality content, but you will also gain access to bonus content and our private Discord, where you can chat with us, play games, watch movies, and so much more. Don't forget to check our podcast description for the music and ambience that we use, and thank you so very much for joining the adventure, and we will see you next time.